Hey, it's me again. So I'm going to show you how to do the wood grain technique on a piece of vinyl. I have a little cheapo paintbrush here, the craft brushes that I use in a lot of these videos. And then I have some stain. This is the color I'm using, and I'm using Rust-Oleum wood stain. You can use any color you want, but you're going to need some paper towels along with your paintbrush and your stain and your vinyl. And these paper towels suck. They don't tear very good. Okay, so I'm just gonna fold my paper towels into a smaller, more manageable piece. And then I'm just going to make sure you can see first. Okay, I'm just gonna dip into my stain with my little brush. And I'm just going to do straight lines like that. And then I'm just going to wipe it off in a straight line. And continue that process until the entire thing is covered. You'll want to protect your work surface. You can either use like a paper plate or a piece of paper underneath, or like I have done, I have contact paper on my desk so that you don't get stain everywhere. This is kind of like a really dark brown color. This is called true brown. When I bought it, I didn't realize it would be so dark, but that's okay. It was on clearance. So you just kind of want to overlap each section a little bit so that you kind of get that dark kind of look over the top of the other sections. And then once this dries, I will run this through my Cricut and cut my shape out. This is actually going to be for a keychain. And also, once it dries, you can go back in and add more layers, either different colored stains or the same colored stain, and you'll get more of that wood grain look. You'll get darker areas here and there. And doing wood grains this way will save you tons of money because the stain goes a really long way because it's not seeping in like it would on wood. So make sure you can still see that. Okay. And I'm just gonna continue. I'm going to do the whole piece because I don't need the whole piece, but I'm going to do it to that line right there. I like to just go in long sections, and I'm just going to go back to where I started here, and I'm going to add just some. I'm not going to go the full length, so it'll hopefully give me, see how that kind of gives you more of that wood grain look. And then I'm going to just do this throughout to give me more of that wood grain look. And then you're gonna do it from the bottom up as well. And this is just gonna give you the different looks. Well, that didn't work. Okay, let me turn this back around. I'm gonna just go up with it. And the good thing with the vinyl is it's very forgiving. So you can wipe a lot of it off if you don't like the way it looks and kind of go back in and redo it. You need to be able to really get in there with that. Okay. Now I just want to add a little bit Not a ton, but just a little bit right there so that I can pull it down. And it's just giving me that wood grain look. And then I have a fingerprint right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some more there and go up with it. And I'm gonna put some here so I can go down with it. And this is really just preference. You just keep doing it until you like it. You kind of like the way that it looks. You can also try to do some knots if you feel real fancy. But I'm not gonna do any knots today because this is such a small little project. If this was a cup, I probably would, but it's not. Okay, so I think now I'm happy with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and then I'll show you how to place it onto the blank. Okay, so I've got that cutting now, and here's my blank. I'm gonna take my picker tool and just get right underneath this paper that is on here. And I'm just going to pull it off to prepare this for the vinyl that we're going to be putting on here shortly. All right, let me grab my vinyl off of my cutter. Okay. All right, so now here's our vinyl that we just did. Let's see if you can see that, okay. Looks pretty wood grain, huh? All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some scissors. I'm just gonna cut this piece off here so that I can keep that, because you can always wood grain it again. And I'm just going to make sure that you're in frame, but pull this off to reveal my wood grain cross. Now it looks even more wood grain that you've taken it off. And that's the beauty of this, because once you take it off, it kind of looks a little more random than it did previously. So then I'm going to pull that off. And now, show you, because I know it's a little bright in here because the window. All right, now you can see we've got a really pretty wood grain cross. Now it's going to fit perfectly on here. The only thing is you don't want to use transfer tape, because that is not going to work out so well. It's going to pull off your stain. So what I like to do is just pull back my paper here, just like this. Just pull it back to expose some of that. And then you can go and you can go in and place it. Hopefully my head doesn't get in your way. All right, I'm gonna roll it back just a little bit more. Okay, so that I can see a little bit better of what I'm doing. Just trying to bend that paper so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm trying not to get my head in your way. Get that even with your, let me get this on here on the circle. It's really kind of hard to see when it's down there. Okay, so now that I've got it on there, I'm just going to press gently, trying not to rub, because you don't want to rub off any of your wood grain. And then what you'll do is you'll just roll your paper off, just like so. And for some reason it's not matching up, but you'll press down, making sure not to really rub, and then you'll have your wood grain cross. How cool is that? Now what you can do is flip it over and take off your backing so that you can really see what it's going to look like. And of course, on the back side, it's going to be white. And I will spray the front of this with a clear coat, and then once that's dry, I'll be able to really rub all the bubbles out, because you want to get all those bubbles out, but you don't want to really rub this at first. So there is that. And I mean, how cute is that? So let's make sure that you can see it. There we go. And let's see, I'm trying to kind of cover so that you can see. There we go. Nice, pretty wood grain. So anyways, I hope you like that tutorial, and this works on cups as well. Just use a flat white paint to do it on. Either spray paint or acrylic will be fine, and you can do the same technique with stain. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.